Bortle here at YCS Charlotte, the first real YCS post-pandemic. My goodness, with top 8 contestant. Please introduce yourself to the world, man.
Isaiah Houston.
God, yes. What deck do you use, man?
I played Adventure Prank Kids, or Prank Kids Go on an Adventure, however you want to call it.
Okay, sweet. What happened in top 8, man?
I played against Cyber's Brave Eldritch, and he drew pretty well. Like, I had Prank Kids combo, but I didn't have any right. And he had DPE hand trap every game, so DPE is pretty good against my deck. Kills the Prank Kids, so.
Okay. Any shout outs before we start the deck profile?
Yeah, shout out to everybody that helped me play test, everybody that, supported me, friends, family, mom, girlfriends, all those people, teammates. Because I actually didn't come up with some of the spice in the deck. I'll show you like another like sub engine that I played. Okay. But I've been playing this deck for a while, and also shout out my team, Chaos Card Gaming. So,
sweet. Without further ado, please take it with the rest.
Shout out Church of Pablo. Shout out everybody from New York, Gamers Choice as well. So,
okay. All right. Well, take it away, man.
All right. So, for the starters of the deck, the Prank Kids, I just played 3 green, 3 blue, 3 red, 2 brown. I also had played the 4 place, and then the 2 necessary like engine cards.
Okay, sweet.
So about 15 names out of 60. So about a 77% chance to open 1, and that was fine. There was a few games I didn't open Prank Kid, but this deck also plays a few extenders, so you don't always need to draw Prank Kid to win. So.
Alrighty.
Yeah, these are all good all day.
That's perfect.
I don't think these need to be explained. Like Foolish Burial, gain 1,000 minus free mulligan, and then these cards.
Pretty sure the world knows by now.
They should know. I think it's in finals right now.
Ooh,
against Eldritch. And then Broken Engine played Rider, Draco back, and then Double Faithful. Every time I actually opened like a Faithful and then like one of these, I won having the Double Faithful, because if they interact with this, when you go like to search the equip or you go to search the Griffin, like say you have like a Rite of Armesia or even another Faithful, if like Faithful Right, like I'll just play this, go activate effect, they'll like pop it, and then I'll still get the token with the equip because I have the second Faithful. So it was really good every time I opened up a Brave card, you win pretty much. It's hard to lose, especially if you open like a kid with it. Then for like the extenders, not extenders, but like the bricks, they loved me today, but it was enough to get top 8.
Okay.
So they didn't give me too much love.
Yeah.
So this Fusion Destiny, 2 Illusion, 2 Souls. I was on 3 Souls, but there was a lot of hands, and like when I went to a regional, I got top 8 at that. I drew too many. Like I would draw like Souls with just hand traps, so I couldn't like combo with it. But ever since I cut it to 2-2, it was fine. And then I played Parallax Seed and then Artifact Scythe. So this was like kind of like the spice.
Oh,
yeah,
it's pretty spicy.
Yeah. So at worst, this chain blocks Kid, and what this does, like you never summon the second one. So I only played 2. I was playing 3 for a while, but I didn't like the 3rd one. Okay. I just cut it for the terraforming, but you can cut it for other stuff like Small World and stuff if you don't want to play. It gives your deck like more ways to see the kids or like Brave. There's also something cool you can play like Link Devotee too, but I just didn't want to like put an extra deck spot on a card that I may only see like not even half my games. But the Link Devotee is cool because this pretty much makes not seeing a kid like still like Scythe DPE. Okay. If you open like this card or like Rite of Armesia. And then this was pretty good. In testing it was like mid, but playing it won me a lot of the games early on. Against Cyber's Brave Eldritch, he tried to scythe me, and I just crossed out the scythe. And then against the Mirror, I went second, and I wasn't able to kill him, I was just able to break his board, but since I hard drew the Scythe, I actually won because I just break his board and make DP with Scythe, and he had a more card advantage than me, but I was drawing 3 on my next turn, and I had too much pressure, so he ended up scooping to the next game because he got Scythe locked, and I like hard drew the Scythe.
That's insane, man.
Also, I wanted to play, obviously, like I played Dagda in the deck. I wanted to play Dagda because like it makes going first against Flanders like really hard to lose if they don't shifter you because you search Lancia. So if you have like Lancia, it makes all your other hand traps live. It stops evenly, which is one of the biggest things. Even if they ruler you, they still have to have 3-card combo in order to like push through your board and still set up like a map on their turn. And then just for like defensive cards like Cross Out and Call by the Grave. This is really good. It won me in my mirror matches, especially because with this deck, the way I play it, Butler's no longer like your win con. So like if I go second against the mirror, I'll just Call by the Grave, the Bow Wow, and then just any hand trap, and then Cross Out. You could even cross out the fusion spell too, because you play DPE in this deck. You don't need to resolve the fusion spell to win the game. There's a lot of times where depending on how I open and I want to go for the DPE play, which is normally how you play it games 2 and 3, because it plays around like twin twisters and all those other things. A lot of times I don't search the spell card. I'd like send to the graveyard place. I'd add the place back. I'd search the pranks, and so I'd have prank kid combo for next turn after shuffling back the Meow, and I'd have DPE combo. And then I had 17 hand traps, so it's about I think about like 85% chance to see one, and high chance to see 2. But so I just had the 2 Ghost Spell, 3 Nib, 3 Veiler, 3 Ogre, 3 Ash, and 3 Imperm. Imperm was really crucial to play, just being able to draw it for 6 and hit DP.
Oh, that's what's up.
I actually don't think I resolved Nib all tournament.
What?
Yeah, I mean, as times I drew it, they either just like didn't play or it didn't come up. But like, Ogre was insane, just being able to stop the Brave Engine. Imperm came up a lot. Bell was good too. So like a lot of times, like depend on your hand. Like if you hand trap them or they just go like DPE, even if they Verte, like you could just, if you don't have a Brave card, you could just like go to end phase, they'll BP you die and you just bell it. And then they're stuck with all the hand traps in their hand, so they can't draw for Celestial. And you just beat them next turn. So that happened in my mirror match. He did that, I just went to end phase and I just belled him. And then he lost.
That's what's up. Beautiful. 60 card deck.
60 card, yeah. Yeah, it performed really good. Like I said, only top 8. Like there's times where you don't draw Brave cards, and it's really hard to out DPE. Like I played other cards to like mitigate that. I just didn't see them, so I guess unfortunate, right?
Yeah, I can't wait to see that extra deck.
Oh yeah. Extra deck. I just had like the 2 tokens. Extra deck was just Butler, Washer. I don't play Ride. Meow. Just 2 Doodle. So I playing the deck. I've been playing the deck for a while. Like I've always been a fan of 3 Doodle, but in testing, even at worst case scenario, especially because you're playing like Verte, you didn't really need the 3 Doodle. Even worst case, like if my pranks got ogred, I probably lost anyway, or like I made DP and I was able to win anyway. So like the 3rd Doodle didn't come up for me. This card, it came up a little bit during Swiss. There's certain times you actually do want to go for Butler, or like you do want to set this card up. But these are just like there for utility. I just use them more as utility because I like to play around like cards that I know is being sided against me, games 2 and 3s, like Twin a lot. And Link Karibo, really good. It's just another card, like you could turn a Fansies or a Pranks token into this, and then you can make a Dark Charmer, which I do play, and then you can steal the DP. That's how I won top 16 against the reigning national champion. That was pretty good. I had DP and I Souls went to Charmer and took his DP. Link Spider, just one Link Spider. Artifact Dagda, again, just really good. Searches Lancia, pretty much searches Scythe too. So, Unicorn, access code, and then the best cards. Double Verte is how you play around hand traps. So you do your normal combo. Normally, like you'd always want to see like one kid, but like in any scenario where you draw two kid cards, or you draw like one of your extenders, like so like double kid card, or like you draw like a Souls or a Parallel Exceed. What you do is you give up your prank kid combo, but you keep the pranks on board. So that's going to give you, like I said, if you send place, you add it back. So you have the prank kid for next turn. You shuffle back these three, so you have a free draw. So it's a +1, and then you make Verte, and then this is like a nib checker. So they have to nib you here, and then they give you a token. You turn it to Link Spider, and then you summon Prank's token. You turn into this card, and you make the second Verte.
Oh, let's go. I imagine it happened a few times, right?
Yeah, it definitely came up.
Yeah. Very nice.
And then for the side deck, so side deck was kind of interesting. So I feel like I heard a lot of people was going to be on cherries for this event, which is actually one of my losses in Swiss. So I was X2 the whole day. I lost 2 in Swiss, so I was 9-2 in Swiss. I lost because I did get cherries on Verte, but I didn't want to play cherries because I didn't play in 60. I wanted another good card against Flunder that I like, and I just felt like it was a card that wasn't good against Flunder. But in hindsight, like losing to DPE a lot, like my losses were like to DPE hand traps, which is what my deck kind of does too. But that's why I went with the Gammas, just being a safe generic hand trap. Also, if you draw this or you draw like Lancia against Flunders, you can even Gamma the Shifter, and then if they start like Rabinia, you can hit that, because like Shifter is like one of the big things that's like beating you that turn. So if you can stop the Shifter, like it makes all your other hand traps live too. This is one of my favorite cards. So like the logic was this is like it's only as good as people like expect it. So I wanted a Dragoon out in my deck, and then I wanted another way to like out like Swords Roll. So like some certain boards in Swords Roll kind of tricky, but I think they make the Lord Juan synchro. So I beat all my Swords Roll players, and I did Kaiju them too. So like if they chose to play around Nibiru by going just Shisha Blackout, I just give them a Kaiju.
Oh my
I can Draco back, bounce it back to my hand too.
That's ridiculous.
Also against like especially the Cyberus Eldritch deck, if nobody's really shotgunning the Scythe in Stamina phase because they don't want to lose to like Imperm Gamma, especially Gamma that they know everybody's like sighting games 2 and 3. I just go main phase and then Kaiju the DPE, and then you could try to Charmer it back. So it was good, but like I said, it could have been cherries too. It's just like preference. In hindsight, it'll probably be cherries. But again, this is a card that you could side against Flunder. There was like a lot of Flunder at the event, so I just didn't want too many like dead cards against them. Just a third bell for the kid matchup, and then I didn't really respect Eldritch, which is crazy because I think there's one that's in finals right now, but this was like my other like back row removal, and like because Flunders is a deck that you don't really always need back row hate against. You kind of need like a mixture of both. So I was comfortable just siding in like 3 twins and like these cards, and then these kind of played like a 3 of like just a third bell, and then the Duster is like another out. That was the profile, man.
Let's go. Beautiful explanation. Congrats on your top, bro. Next time you'll win the whole thing, right?
Yeah, YCS Hartford, I'm coming for you.
Oh, let's go. On that note, everyone, Portal out.